3 testing the microphone on the GoPro while I'm walking. It's 2 weeks from my trip on the PCT in Oregon this year, and in 2020 they had the COVID mountain. Mountain now, way back to the car. Last night we camped and it rained all night. This was the view of Mount Shasta that we had. Yesterday was our first day on the trail from Callahan's lodge. We hiked about 7 miles, started at about 3 p.m. Camped with some other campers from Michigan, 3 campers, PCTers. So now we're headed to the next water source and hoping to do about 16 miles if we can today. This is day 2 on the PCT, and we're calling it quits for the day because we're very tired. It's about 5:15. We found a little spot inside a grove of pine trees, and tomorrow we're going into Hyatt Lake for breakfast. It's about 4 miles from here. Time to filter. Lunchtime at Hyatt Lake. Tuna in water with jalapeno. How nice, taking a 10-minute nap on a picnic bench. Here at Hyatt Lake in Oregon, taking a lunch break at this horse corral. Sure feels good after sleeping on the ground for a few nights. This is where I'm planning to spend the night tonight. I just arrived here. It's about 5:15. And we'll see how it is, if it's even open. I'll pay the fee later. This is southern Oregon. I think it's Jackson County. We have some restrooms here. And I see some tents up ahead, so I guess I'll head up there. I'm camped here at Howard Prairie Lake. I had dinner with a couple of other section hikers that are camped here in the campground. We're the only people here in this campground. It's kind of eerie, but there's a restroom with hot running water, paper towels, an electrical outlet to charge your phones. Rather windy, but it's nice to have a picnic. And tomorrow we're talking about camping together again at Brown Mountain Shelter, which is about 13 miles up the trail. So yeah, I got here about 5:15 today, so I've been here for at least 3 hours. It's okay, I was able to charge my phone and my GoPro, take care of some other business. So yeah, this is my third day and things are going fairly well. Although I smashed my finger with a rock today when I was pounding a stake in the ground for my tent, but it's not bad. Good morning, day 4 in Oregon. Left camp about 7:30 this morning at where I camped with Kristen and Traveler. They're going to be camping at Brown Mountain Shelter tonight, and I plan to meet them there. It's about a 13 mile hike, so not too much, pretty comfortable, the easy pace, lots of breaks. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop for water here in about less than a mile, then stop and have some lunch later, and then head up to the cabin. There's a cabin at this Brown Mountain Shelter with water, so that should be nice. Good afternoon. I'm just about a half a mile from my final destination, which is the Brown Mountain Shelter, where there's water. Now, about an hour or so ago, there was a guy named Ron had trail magic on Burton Road, and that was good. He drank, I drank a Coke, which I don't often drink, but it really hit the spot, and some peanuts. So that was a real treat, and I got to meet 3 other hikers while I was there. So just heading into camp now, hoping to see my the 2 friends that I met yesterday at the campsite.
Like even my husband's boss, he probably back in the day would have been diagnosed with ADHD. He just can't.
Right.
Like he's a.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And as you say, they were classified as special ed, but / deviant.
Good morning. This is day 5 in the Oregon PCT. He left South Brown Mountain cabin about an hour ago, and I've got 8 more miles left to the highway, and then a 2-mile road walk into a resort at Fish Lake where I'm planning to spend the night. Camped last night with my 2 hiking companions, Traveler, who's the same age as I am, and no lesson plan from Alberta, Canada, a school teacher. So today I'm wearing my town clothes, my USS Benjamin Franklin Navy hat, which I've had it for 30 years, ever since I was on board the submarine, and a clean shirt. But we are planning to do our laundry, so that'll be nice. We're going to do laundry, take a shower, and charge our electronics there. It looks like we're going to be traveling together, at least as far as maybe Crater Lake and possibly all the way to Cascade Lake, but we'll see about that. There goes a deer. Second deer I've seen this morning. Yeah, it's pretty here in Oregon. It's pretty easy walking. It's level, and it's a lot of forests. Not many views though. All right, I'll check in again when I get to Fish Lake. Looks like it might be a lava field. The trail is getting rockier. The red rock, I believe it's lava. Well, I made it to Fish Lake Resort. Had a fine lunch, and now I'm headed to the shower. And there's Fish Lake. Day 6 in the PCT, Oregon. We left Fish Lake this morning about 8:30. Hitchhiked out, took about 20 minutes to get a ride, and have about a 12-mile hike today. The destination is called Christie Springs, and the word has it that it's mosquito infested. So I came prepared with a head net and lots of DEET, insect repellent. I'm prepared to eat my dinner inside the tent. Of course, I'll cook it outside and then bring it in to eat it, and probably spend most of the evening inside my tent so I don't have to deal with those little buzzy critters. For my first week on the PCT in Oregon, I covered a total of 85 miles. I hiked every day with one resupply at a place called Fish Lake Resort. My friend Andy, who drove me to the trailhead, hiked with me for 3 days and covered 25 miles. On that third day, after Andy left, I met Traveler and he remained with me the rest of my hike in Oregon. One of the highlights of this section was the snow traverse on Devil's Peak. We couldn't see the trail because of the snow, so we had to glissade down and use our GPSs and maps in order to find the trail.